Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Anime Chat with me, Pop. So, April, new theme. As you've seen by the title, April is for awful anime. Now, I know what you're thinking. Pop, usually don't do this. You always talk about shows that you really like. But you know what? Change it up. Talk about shows that are just terrible. Ones to avoid. Don't waste your time. So we'll go through that today. I've got a few on the docket here, and we'll get to those after the news of the week. We got to keep up on our news of the week. It's really important. That way we can know what's going on out there. Before I get to the news of the week, though, I'd like to say hello to you, David Glenn. Nice to see you. We missed you yesterday. I finally beat Yu-Gi-Oh! Nightmare Troubadour. So I managed to beat Joey, I played Joey to a draw, and then I went after Merrick, and it took a couple tries, but I eventually beat him, and poof, ended the game. So we're done with that, and I can move along to another game, which will yet to be decided. Let's get down to the news, though. Princess Mononoke 4K restoration screening ranks number 6 in the US box office in opening weekend. Okay, so if you guys want to see Princess Mononoke in 4K, apparently it's in the box office. That's a cinema. Nikatsu Film Studio establishes an animation company. Okay. You're gonna miss Joey. Yeah, Joey and his Brooklyn accent. Yeah, it was fun beating on him. But yeah, it's time to move on now. I spent a couple of months on that game, so yeah, time to find something else to do. Maybe a platformer. The Korean gaming company Com2US secures publishing rights for Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint game. Okay. Persona 3 game gets new stage play in July. Okay, Monster Hunter Wilds game sells over 10 million units worldwide. I know a lot of people like Monster Hunter. I believe Carl is one of them at the RNG podcast. He likes his Monster Hunter Wilds. That's crazy, though. 10 million units. And it launched February 28th, so it's been, what, a month? Month and a bit? Whew. It sold 8 million units in the first 3 days. Yeah. That's good. Good for them. Good for Monster Hunter. City of the Animation casts Yu Miyazaki and Ryota Suzuki. Sword of the Demon Hunter anime reveals additional cast. Koisuru One Piece spin-off anime short reveals 5 more cast members. Okay, I haven't watched that yet, but it might be something to tune into. That little spin-off show. Disgaea creator Sohei Nikawa announces new company Super Niche. Well, as long as they put out some good games, we'll see what they can do. If the guy created Disgaea, I wonder if it's going to be just more RPGs that he's going to put out. Warriors Abyss action roguelite game launches DLC characters Sophie, Riza, and Yumiya. I think they're all from the Atelier series. Chainsaw Man, the movie Res Arc opens in the US on October 29th. For all you Chainsaw Man fans, I am not one of them. That's Monday. Moving along to Tuesday. Yugoku Neko Mukashi Banashi web anime announces main staff. Elden Ring Night Rain games character trailer reveals Iron Eye. Dandadan Anime's Blu-ray disc ships in West on June the 10th. I know some people have watched Dandadan already. Mrs. Mechanic watched Dandadan, but I did not. Battlefield Waltz Games character trailer highlights Tifalet. Dragani Games appoints new CEO Shohei Sato. That's Tuesday. Moving along to Wednesday. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, A Lonely Dragon Wants to Be Loved. Film's trailer reveals ending song. I Am the Only One Who Is Not Attacked in the World Filled with Zombies TV anime slated for 2026. I'm not a big zombie fan, so I doubt I'll even tune into that. Netflix is to stream The Rose of Versailles anime film on April 30th. Okay, so at the end of the month. And we should have known there's going to be a lot of this news in here. Nintendo Switch 2 unveils console, details, price, controllers, game chat, June 5th release. Nintendo announces Mario Kart World as Switch 2 launch game. Nintendo announces Donkey Kong Bonanza 3D platformer game for Switch 2. Hyrule Warriors gets Age of Imprisonment spin-off to Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom for Switch 2. That's just a lot of hack and slash game. Although I didn't mind when they did Age of Calamity for the first game. That was pretty good. It had a good story to go along with it. Crunchyroll to stream Kowloon Generic Romance, Mebashi Witches, Apocalypse Hotel, and more anime. Hey, DJ Ronnie G! Good morning, Dave. In the Hal voice. Very good. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Super Smash Bros. Kirby Masahiro Sakurai directs new Kirby Air Riders game for Switch 2. From Software announces the Duskbloods game, Elden Ring Tarnished Edition for Switch 2. Okay, so Elden Ring is coming to Switch 2. One of these days you'll finish Age of Calamity. Yeah, it's not that long, but it's pretty darn good. I liked it. I liked it so much I beat it. It was very good. I liked the cutscenes. They did really well telling the story. After 2 months of not playing because you lost 3 sets of armor and pals, you finally went and rescued everything this past Thursday. Now you're back on the grind. Good one, David. Nice. It sucks when you gotta go rescue your armor and equipment when you died in a spot. Daemon X Machina, Titanic Scion game gets Switch 2 release on September the 5th. No Sleep for Kananame Date from AI, the Somnium Files game gets Switch 2 release. Nintendo announces Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, Drag and Drive games. Nintendo announces Switch 2 editions for Super Mario Party, Jamboree, Legend of Zelda, Metroid Prime 4, Beyond, and more. Switch 2 online service adds GameCube games on June the 5th. Looks like Wind Waker, Soul Calibur 2 with Link and F-Zero GX. Yakuza 0 game gets Director's Cut for Switch 2 on June the 5th. Nice. Street Fighter 6 gets Switch 2 release. Years 1 to 2 Fighters Edition Amiibo. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade game gets Switch 2 release. Rune Factory, Guardians of Azuma Story of Season, Grand Bazaar games coming to Switch 2. Osananjimi wa to wa Lovecom ni Naranai Romcom manga gets TV anime in 2026. Shine, Post, Be Your Idol games new video reveals June 5th release on the Switch 2. Well, it looks like we're getting a lot of games when the Switch releases, so that's the problem a lot of consoles have, is when they first release, not enough games. But if they keep it up and they have a lot of games to release, should be fairly smooth launch. Bravely Default Flying Fairy 3DS game gets Switch 2 HD remaster. And that was Wednesday. Moving along to Thursday. Nobunaga's Ambition Awakening Complete Edition Wild Hearts S games head to the Switch 2. Sonic X Shadow Generations game gets released on the Switch 2. Sung-Hoo Park's Bullet Anime reveals 8 more cast. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Battle Chronicle game ends service for PS4 and PS5 on September the 29th. Oh, man. Ending service. And it's not even on a phone game. That's for the PS4 and PS5. That sucks. Strawberry Prince member Gel's Toy-san anime film unveils staff in the July 18th debut in teaser. Retro Crush acquires streaming rights for Future Boy Conan anime. Future Boy Conan anime, yeah, okay. Retro Crush, eh? Alright. Sounds like a good place to check out. Dan second season anime unveils new cast member. Visual July 3rd premiere. Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth games launch on the PS4 in West in 2025. TMS Entertainment streams North American premiere of Big X Anime's 11th episode on YouTube. Yeah, good for TMS. They've been showing some anime shows on their YouTube channel. Fatal Fury City of the Wolves game adds real-life DJ Salvatore Ganacci. New Lupin the Third 2D feature-length anime film reveals title, trailer, theme song, and a June 27th premiere. That is interesting. I really wouldn't mind seeing that. There's a lot of Lupin to catch up on. I did watch the very first series from 1973, and that was very enjoyable. And then now I have to just start going through which series. The second one, the third one. Catch up on it, because it's very entertaining. Your Forma anime streams on Samsung TV Plus in the US and Canada. I didn't know Samsung had their own streaming thing, but I guess they do. And currently, I believe Your Forma is one of the shows I'm watching this season right now. Okay, that's all Thursday. Next up, Friday. Re:Zero, which is Resurrection smartphone game and service. Oh, there you go. Another smartphone game. Cloverworks produces anime shorts for Seven Fates, Chaco, The Star Seekers, Webtoons. Uma Musume Cinderella Grey anime streams on YouTube, Prime Video in the US, Canada, and the UK. Uma Musume, that's Horse Girls. Kento Nakajima performs the Dinner Table Detective anime's opening theme song. That's one of the other shows I'm going to try to watch this season. The Dinner Table Detective. Hulu streams Sinduality Noir, the Fable anime's English dub. North American anime and manga, we'll just skip by that. Nintendo delays the Switch 2 pre-orders in the US to assess tariffs impact. Oh boy. Well, hopefully while they're at it, maybe they can bring the price down a bit, because that is expensive. Okay, and that was it for Friday. Moving along to Saturday. Hanadol, reinterpretation of Flowering Anime Stream's main promo video. Silent Witch anime cast Yoshiki Nakajima as Cyril Ashley. Let's check the animation TV ranking for March 24th to 30th. What do we have here? Saze-san, number 1, followed by Chibi Maruko-chan, Detective Conan, The Apothecary Diaries, Doraemon, You and Idol Precure, Baban Baban Ban Vampire, the finale, Crayon Shin-chan, One Piece, Blue Miburo, animated Osaru no George, animation Hitsuji no Shaun. Oh, Shaun the Sheep. Okay, nice. Looks like it's good to see people are liking Shaun the Sheep. And then at the very bottom, Oshiri Tantai. Lunar Remastered Collection Game streams story trailer. A Couple of Cuckoos Season 2 anime reveals July debut, new staff in video. Private Tutor to the Duke's Daughter anime casts Inori Minase as Stella. That is Saturday. Moving along to Sunday. Today, not a lot. Reincarnate as a Neglected Noble anime reveals theme songs in second promo video. Me and Roboco anime's film's second trailer previews Anno's theme song. And Makaine, Too Many Losing Heroines anime gets second season. I only watched one episode of the first season, and it was just like, this is terrible. This might make the list of terrible animes, but this is getting a second season, so somebody must have liked it. And that is it. You are all caught up on the news of the week. Let's move along to some rankings. This is from the week of March 19th, 25th. This is the most recent ranking list. At number 1, Solo Leveling, Season 2. Then The Apothecary Diaries, Zenshu, Dr. Stone. Dragon Ball Daima is up there, but the series is done. Blue Box, Orb on the Movements of the Earth, Blue Exorcist. 100 Girlfriends is at number 8. Very nice. Good. Nice to see that one of the shows I'm watching is up there. Happy Marriage doesn't have an episode. Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf. Yay, another one. Good to see it up there. Medalist. The Red Ranger Becomes an Adventurer. Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. Shangri-La Frontier. Ave Mujica. Honey Lemon Soda from Bureaucrat to Villainous. Tying the Knot with the Amigami Sister. Tasakari Hotel. That one finished as well. That one's all done. Good show. I liked it. Flower and Asura. Sorairo Utility. Sakamoto Days. I'm surprised it's down that far. I thought Sakamoto Days would be more higher up on the list and that people would, because people were raving about it when it started. Guild Receptionist is after that. It's unfortunate. I enjoyed Guild Receptionist. Noble on the Brink of Ruin, so might as well learn magic. Magic Maker, how to make magic in another world. Medaka Kuroiwa. I mean, this one, it ended up on a low note, I feel. But we'll see. It's probably going to try to have a second season. Okitsura, Headhunted to Another World. Getting Married to a Girl I Hate in My Class. This one was a disappointment on the very last episode. You know, you thought things were going to change around, be some character development, but unfortunately, no. Unnamed Memory. Hopefully, this is a happy ending. Everything will be all tied up for the two characters. Well, Blatt. I'm surprised it's down this low. Very dark, lots of drama, no humor. This is the serious anime of the season. You know, it's all about vengeance. Yeah, and Dr. Amaku took a plunge. The thing dived off a cliff, it looks like. Nobody likes Female House? Like, come on. This show's all right. Medical drama, you know. Bogus Skill Fruit Master. I like that one. It ended off pretty good. Middle-aged online shopper. It just wrapped up. It's got 13. This is only up to 11 episodes, so it's got 2 more to go. There's definitely going to be a second season. There should be, anyway. Greatest Alchemist, Beheneko. That was your fan service show of the season. Phantom Trigger, it deserves to be down here. It wasn't that great. At least to me. House MD, you got her, DJ. A-Rank Party, we're getting double season out of it. It's going to have 24 episodes, so I don't know why it's languishing down here at the bottom, but it's way better than that. Worthless Appraiser, that should get a second season. Momentary Lily shouldn't get a second season. It wrapped itself up pretty good. Princess Lessons is down here, and Otaku Neat Kunoichi is just dragging on the bottom. So there you are. There's a ranking. Whether or not they're accurate, I guess we'd have to see. Check other places. All right. Well, see what you guys. This is what you guys have come here for. Awful anime in April. Just go like this. This. So the only the rules are I've had to have watched these shows, and I can't really say a show is bad unless I've actually watched it. So I'll just get it all set up here. And the first show is called, what is it now? Futoko no Guild, or Immoral Guild. There we go. So this fella here, he's main character. He he feels as if he missed out on his teenage years because he was training to be a hunter. And he trained hard to become a really good hunter. And now he just wants to relax, retire, find somebody to take his place so he can go and enjoy himself. And you're thinking, you get into this, you're like, okay, fantasy, fantasy world, monsters, elves, all that kind of stuff. And it starts out like that, with a lot of helpless damsels being violated. You're like, oh, hey, look, you got a bunch of cuties this guy's going to be surrounded by. You're like, this is going to be a great show. So he's like talking to the guild mistress. He's like, I've been training so long, I just want to relax. So he wants to help. He is protecting the town, and he's done such a good job. And there's a new recruit. and she's a dog girl, and he's like, if you know, you got to train her up. You've got the experience. She doesn't. It's her first time out. And she specializes in martial arts. And off they go. She's good at sniffing out the monsters. You know, there's one over there. It's like, okay, well, let's see what you can do. And she is dumb. Like, dumb as a brick. She feels she has to introduce herself to her opponents. Hey, what's up, Fabric? How you doing, man? On a scale of 1 to Uzun-chan naked knees, how late am I? You know what? We're just starting the first show. We're just starting the first show. This is called Immoral Guild, and April is for awful anime. This anime is awful. It's terrible. Don't watch it unless you're into that sort of thing. If you like terrible shows. So, first of all, she bows to her opponent, who is an animal. It doesn't care. And it attacks her. And it takes her down. So she gets beat by slimes, which are like the weakest monsters. So they're on the move again, looking for more monsters. Oh, there's one. So she's going to try to... Hey, what's up, Tanker? How you doing? Over on Twitch, it's the Tanker. Neko Girl seems cute, but it's downhill from here. Yeah, DJ. You accidentally watched this one thinking it was immoral. Mother, do not Google. Yeah, don't worry, Fabric. This was awful. Now she's getting attacked by the bear, but he gets taken out by the by main character. He doesn't want her in his group anymore. But they're like, hang on, there's another one. We've got the White Sorceress, who wants to join the group to get some experience. She's a healer. Of course, he insults her because she looks flat. So she gives him a crack on the head. Apparently, he was doing some extra job as security at the festival. Takes people down pretty easily. He feels he's wasted his youth. What a picture search. Maybe you can get GPT to generate a Ghibli version. That's what everybody's doing. So he wants to retire. He wants to train up his replacements, and that's what he thinks he can do with these two. And they're gonna go out and try to hunt some more monsters. So they come across some slimes again. Absolutely no turtles in the Immoral Mother, but many hentides. So once again, she's dumb. She's dumb as a brick. She says nice to meet you to the slime she's supposed to fight. It's attacking her. She can't even get a hit on it then. So she's going to use her knife hands. And she hits, the slime jumps out of the way and she cracks her hands on the rock. Breaks her fingers. Oh, hey, Tanker, over on the YouTube. You're over on YouTube now, eh? All right. Well, that's great. Yeah, so she does that. And she attracts more because she screamed, and now she's trapped by the slimes. He's trying to help let it so that she can recover. You know, he's hoping that she can save herself. She cannot, though. The slimes are attacking her, and they are violating her. She gets healed. The healer makes sure her injuries all healed up. And she's like, yes, but make sure you, the invoice will come to your house and make sure you pay by the end of the month. So she's charging for healing. Now they get jumped by a giant slime. This thing is huge. She's going to unleash one of her secret attacks. And it's like, okay, maybe now she'll make up for all her bumbling and everything that's happened so far. So she's ready. She's powering up. She's getting ready. And it goes around her. It ignored her. And it attacks the healer. But he shoots the arm that's grabbed the healer and catches her. The slime ran away. He's thinking he's not going to be able to retire with these bumbling cohorts. She actually thanks him. The secret attack better be a Plan B pill. And so there you go. That's the end of it. They returned to town after, and nothing really happened. So this don't watch this anime. It is absolute garbage. There is, you hope it gets better. At least that's my thoughts as I was watching it. I'm like, well, I hope this show gets better. It's got to get better. It does not get better. It's just garbage. Dude looks like his hair lost a fight with a pigeon. Exactly. Yeah, don't watch this. Cheap viewers on Streamblue. Oh, wow. That would matter so much if I felt I had to buy viewers. Which I don't. Anyway, yeah, this show is terrible. It's not something I would recommend to anybody. Just because there's no payoff. There's no awesome battles or anything like that. It's just terrible writing, terrible character interaction, just nothing that should be nothing that anybody should ever put on their list to watch. How about that? All right, next up, Not even your enemies, David. No, no, I wouldn't even do that. That's cruel and unusual punishment. It's forbidden by the Geneva Convention. Yes. Yes, Tanker. Begone, thought. Next up. This one kind of blindsided me because it's got the, yes, it has, yeah, and pseudo fan service. Exactly. Definitely not my thing for the characters that get violated by animals, monsters and such. So just, ugh. But this one, so everyone's, oh, I shouldn't say everyone, but there's an anime out there called Soul Eater. And if you know Soul Eater, you know it's pretty darn good. It's very popular. I'm sure a lot of people have watched it. What a great show. You know, I've reading the manga. I have the show on Blu-ray. We've seen all the episodes. So then out comes this show called Soul Eater Not. And I'm like, oh, right on. You know, more Soul Eater. So we've got main character, Tsugumi. And she discovers that because if you know Soul Eater, you know there's weapons and there's meisters. And she is a weapon. She just discovered it. Her ability to morph her body into a weapon. Is this the Soul Eater parody Mole Eater? No. This is not. This is not a parody. This is called Soul Eater Not. And it's an awful anime. So there we go. She partially transforms. Like, not even without even, like, accidentally, she transforms part of her leg into a weapon. So she tells her friends about it. They want to see her transform. She's like, it's not that easy. And so she's going to fly to Shibuzen, or Death Weapon Meister Academy, which is in America. And we have the opening. So as soon as she lands at the airport, she's being accosted by everybody. Guy, hey, buy this. Here's a taxi. You know. Then you got this girl here. You want to talk about dense? Where did I come from and where am I going? She asks him. Like, just painful. She got a peg leg with no straw hat. That's exactly it, Fabric. So she takes the bus. And she arrives at her end destination. And she has to climb all these stairs to get to the top. And there's a lot of stairs. So she's climbing. She makes it up quite a ways away. But then, because she's a klutz, she knocks her baggage down. And she's resigned to the fact that it's gone. But look who comes by and saves her bag from falling. It's Maka from the original show. She gives her a little bit of encouragement. And some of the some of the things that this girl thinks, like, she's so cool. I wonder if she's a student here. Man, she's dumb. It's like, why else would she be there? She is a student. Like, just the dumbest thing. Like, I wonder if the guy that created Soul Eater let his daughter write this, because this is just terrible. Terrible writing. As the sun beats down, I believe she finally makes it. And it looks like Maka left her a little drink as a reward and a little note. These anime backgrounds are very intricate. Do the animation houses in Japan recycle backgrounds in the same manner that Hanna-Barbera did a decade ago? I don't see that a lot, David. I know what you're talking about, though, like the Flintstones and all that, where they would just use the same background over and over. Once they reach the end of it, they would start at the beginning again. I get that. I don't see that a lot. Sure looks like it, though. There you go. She says, welcome to DWMA, and turn around. So she looks out over Death City, because that's what they call it. It's called Death City. So she looks out over it. Give her that fantastic view, and then there it is. She's going to attend DWMA. And she drinks it, and she's like, it tastes weird. It must be the taste of America. So she's giving a little rundown. She sees some of the people. Of course, they have cameos of some of the students from, the original Soul Eater come by, like this fella, that guy. And then she has a fantasy of where she's being chased after by the boys. Then Black Star makes an appearance. Once again, another cameo. And Tsubaki's there too. She takes refuge, like she hides. And I don't get it. Like nobody's after her. She has a little freak out where she just wants to go home. I don't know why she came here in the first place then if she didn't want to stay. Once again, this writing is just terrible. There's the room to welcome new students. You got the Ojo-sama. Another cameo, Death the Kid, riding his skateboard. And there's Sid. Those of you that watch the original, you know Sid before he became a zombie. So gets to put on a name tag that says she's a weapon. But of course, because he's a clutch, she drops it and gets hit by the door opening. And she runs into a Meister, or a weapon user. So it looks like they're going to be friends. So they go through a little bit of orientation there. And you got these two scumbags that are like, ha ha ha, I want a girl for a partner. But now they're going to get a demonstration from Sol and Maka about what it looks like for the Meister and the weapon to have their soul resonance, their souls matching. And she puts on a pretty good demonstration of how she uses the weapon. And they work together. So that's what they should or could aspire to. This anime's greatest sin is that it's slow, and as we men of culture would say, it's all stalking and no panty. Oh, yeah, there you go, Fabric. It is slow going, but it's also it's misleading as they throw in the cameos from the other characters, because you won't see them after this. It'll all focus on Sugumi here. And Mei's getting accosted by this guy. He's like, hey, let's be partners. I'm a weapon. And this guy asks her if she wants to be his partner. He's a Meister. She turns him down. Now Mei's all alone now. So she does the weirdest thing of putting her hair in pigtails that look like Maka. So it's like, okay, you can't even have your own sense of style. You have to make yourself look like her. And she goes and helps Mei from being accosted by those guys. Ojo-sama steps in. I have to teach you guys a lesson, pretty much. She's like, fine. Turn yourself into a weapon so I can beat these guys. She's like, I can't. I don't know how. So it's a good thing. Well, this idiot can turn himself into a weapon except for his head. So he's yapping about being so great when he can't even do it properly. Sid gives her a little bit of encouragement. And so we get this scene of her finally delving into her soul and learning how to transform into a weapon. And she's a halberd. That is dull. She doesn't have a blade. Like, look at that. It's like something you take to a convention with you. But it's a good thing that Ojo-san is excellent at handling a weapon as she takes these two guys out, as you can see. Oh, excuse me. So those two clowns get handled. She's like, hey, thanks for helping me out. And they thank her. She's like, do you want to be my partner? Yeah, okay. But then you get the old tsundere grab onto the arm, sad look from the Ojo-san. Now, in Soul Eater, I've seen that there's, Meisters who can have dual weapons, like Death the Kid. He's got Liz and Patty. single Meister, dual weapons, no problem. How do you have 2 weapon users and 1 weapon? It doesn't make sense. It's stupid. You can't. What does one person stand there while the other one doesn't? You get to use the weapon. Like, it's just. This shouldn't be. Whoever decided this was a good premise just needs a good slap, because this is terrible. And that's how it starts. And yeah, a lot of stuff's going to happen. It's going to be pretty uneventful show. This can't hold a candle to its predecessor. You have to ask, who was this made for? Who was it? Fabric. Exactly. It's taxing trying to watch it. It's not good at all. So don't watch Soul Eater not. Watch the original Soul Eater. That's good. The anime is different than the manga, so I think because it caught up to it, they had to change the ending. So read Soul Eater manga. Do not watch Soul Eater not. It's terrible. It's one of the awful animes of April. All right. That's it for awful anime. Let's move along now, because man, you can only put up with so much, you know. Made for people who think eating dry ramen is too spicy. All right. For this season, the new season has started. It is springtime. Springtime season. Catch Me at the Ballpark. Not bad. It's about things that go on at the ballpark. You've got the beer serving girl. You've got a couple of the security guards and all that. I'm enjoying it so far. We'll see how it goes. If there's going to be some character development. I have not watched Classic Stars yet. I don't know if it's on the list, but I haven't had a chance yet. A-Rank Party is still going on. It's 24 episodes, and I'm liking it. This is the one that me and Mrs. Mechanic, we watch this together because it's very entertaining. It's a good premise, and it's nice to see good character development. I haven't watched Evil Lord yet, or Mabashi Witches. Once Upon a Time, a Witch's Death. This is interesting. This, our main character, who's a cute witch, will die in a year unless she can get tears of joy collected up. And 1,000. She needs 1,000 tears of joy in order to make a pill that will counteract the curse that's on her for dying in a year. It's gonna be quite the ride if that's the case. You know it's spring because it's gonna be 63 today, so everything is soup. Oh, I get it, Fabric. I had to bust out the old trash pump and all the hoses in that because everything is melting at the facility and it's running into our collection pond, and if that thing fills up, we're in trouble, so we have to pump it out. So yeah, if that, it's going to be an ongoing thing until things dry up. Oh, next show. Please put them on, Takamani-san. This is the fan service show of the season. You bet Tears of Joy is a euphemism. No, it's not a euphemism. It's actual tears of joy. But you want fan service, Fabric. Here it is. I was reading the manga before the anime got announced of Please Put Them On, Takamani-san, and it is well done. Very good character designs. And a good story. It's actually a romance, believe it or not. If you look deep down in the levels, there is a romance that should be going on. So I hope you guys enjoy it. You're back. Welcome back, Tanker. It's almost beach weather here. A whole 50. Yeah, David. Go hang out there at the beach. It's spring season? No, it's pumping season. That's right. So you don't get flooded. Sword of the Demon Hunter Kijin Gentosho. Wow, this one. This is the serious drama of the season. It's pretty crazy. Just in the very first episode, watching all the things that happen. With this guy fighting demons, it is nuts. You got the manga on order? Nice, Fabric. Yeah, good job, man. The beginning after the end. Just have to refresh my memory what this was again. Oh, right. The guy who's a king dies and he's reborn. And the first episode we see him growing up as a baby and learning magic as a baby. So, and it's getting 24 episodes this season. I hope it's decent. From what I've seen so far, it's not bad. It's got magic use. Can picture time next week be the retention pond? Of course. No problem. It's that's a reasonable request. Of course I could do that. Pumping season? We were talking about with everything melting and how things were going to start filling up with water. So especially for me, I don't know about you guys, but where I work, we have all the drainage go into a collection pond. So I have to pump out that pond so that the soil doesn't like liquefy. You know, we have to keep things very well drained. Drainage is important. There you go, Fabric. Yeah, flash melting, flash flooding. That's the stuff. Yeah, I haven't made it to a lot of the shows yet. A lot of them have started, but I just haven't had the time. I didn't see Brilliant Healer yet, or Dinner Table Detective. That sounds like a fun one, though. The Two Perfect Saint, that's a sad one. At least to start out, it is very sad because she gets sold. Because she's a saint, she can kill monsters and everything like that. Very good at it. And she gets sold to another kingdom. So, yeah, not a very happy start, but we'll see. Hopefully it gets better. Basement flooded last week. You had to get the landlord to call the septics. Oh, geez, David. Sorry about that, man. Yeah, that's bad. You don't want backup. Also, you don't want sewage backup either. Oof. Makes for a terrible time by all. Witch Watch I haven't seen. Your Forma. Yeah, I did see that. Just got to refresh my mind what that was about. Was that about the... Oh, right. So it's about people who can dive into other people's minds through technology, and there are androids walking around. And one's been charged with a crime, but there shouldn't be a crime because if they obey the 3 rules of robotics, there shouldn't be a crime. But someone has malfunctioned and is offed somebody. So now it's up to them to investigate and find out who is the culprit. That's all I've managed to watch so far. Because, as you can see, I'm behind on a lot of them. Everything that has a red line are ones that I'm behind by an episode. And you too can have an AniList account where you can follow myself and other people, and you can track the anime that you've watched. And it does such a good job of it too. If you go over here, let me just shrink this down a little bit. You too can check all the ones that you're watching right now completed. You can go through people's lists and see what shows they've completed. Some people's are way more than others. You've paused some, you've dropped some. There's the planning. You can make your own lists. I've got my spring 2025 list here. You can do a manga list where you have all your mangas that you've completed. I've definitely watched a lot more than I've read. Here you can find the people you follow and what they do. Following and people who follow you. You can have the overview of how many you've watched total, how many days, the scores. There's all sorts of. You have an AniList, but if anyone sees it, you're off to the wood chipper. The government's working on making humans cyborgs. I mean, is it the government or is it private industry that wants that? I know the government would love it if they could turn your chip on and off. Don't succumb to it. Who cares what they want? Fight. Use your own brain, your own individualism. Don't succumb to herd mentality. Just because everyone else is doing it doesn't mean you have to do it. Whether it's about implanting chips or anything like that. Yeah, fight. Have that will to be an individual and not succumb to that. Being controlled by people is the absolute worst. You need to have your free will and to create and be what you want to be, not what somebody else thinks you should be. And no matter what people may think, the government is not there to help you. They can say it all they want, but watch their actions. Talking, just yapping away means nothing. Watch their actions and see what they do. Just like you hear these billionaires or whatever, they yap away. But don't listen to what they say. Watch what they do. It's the actions that count. The whole vaccination thingy was a trial run for the chip. I mean, yeah. Well, it's to see how many people will comply, and it looks like there's a lot of people that are going to comply no matter what they're told. They don't look for the true answers. They don't look for, anything that they just believe what is the mainstream spits out at them. So you have to do your own research. You have to be diligent and vigilant. You can be a cyborg and bring them down. I don't know. Can you? I don't know. I don't like that whole idea of invasive surgeries and such like that, of having something that's not natural in my body. Like, a chip. Something that's controlled by other people. They're going to bring it across as, better security, stuff like that. Like a chip for your banking information, let's just say. Oh, look, you don't have to carry cash on you. You can't get robbed. Oh, look, you just have to wave your hand in front of something and you pay for it. Yeah. Until they decide you've done something that they don't like and they shut it off. Oh, now you can't buy anything. Now you're going to starve. Now you're not going to be able to pay your bills. So, no. I will pay with cash and I will be independent as long as I can be. I don't need this and all that kind of stuff that comes with it. It's just idiotic. But we're getting way out in left field there. Let's bring her back in there. Let's rope that calf, bring it in. Hey, Fabric, let's rope the calf, bring it in. Time for Brandon. Anyways, if you guys want an Annie list, you can find me on there. Just look up Pop Culture Mech. It's fun watching young people make change. Yeah. Here you go. I think I figure it out faster than them. If I give somebody a 20, if it's like 17, whatever, $17.34, I'm like figuring out in my head, okay, you're going to give me back $2.66. And I make sure they do it. That's going to be 2 quarters, a dime, and a couple of pennies or a nickel. Right, we don't have pennies up here anymore. We don't have pennies in Canada. They got rid of them in 2012. But that's how it goes. I'll try to figure it out quicker than they can. Yeah, Fabric, they did. Yeah, the Canadian truckers, they literally stole their bank. See, you can't. I think all the politicians that were involved in that should be fired and put in jail. Just because someone's protesting doesn't mean you should be able to go and take their bank account. That is absolute garbage. Oh, you don't brand anymore? You use RFID tags now? Oh. Well, okay. Probably a little more humane, I guess, eh? Rather than burning the brand into them. What's up, James? How you doing, man? Hey, did you go for your appointment yet? You get things checked out? Tell us it's good news, okay? Ireland just did the same thing to a teacher who wouldn't use gender-affirming pronouns. Whoa. See, once again, they're going to ruin you financially if you don't obey them, which I say, you know what? Don't obey them. Make sure, try to pull yourself as digitally away from the system as far as you can. It's disgusting. I don't like it. You know how they're gonna do it to you one way or another. So don't play that game. You didn't go yet, James? Come on, man. You got to get checked out. Yeah, so like I was saying before, add me if you guys haven't already. If you create an Annie list, you can track your anime shows, and you can see what everybody else is watching. Like I can tune in and go to where are we now here? Social following. Let's try Brandon the anime guy. And I can check his list and see what he's. Come on, pop up now. Don't make me a liar. There we go. I can see what he's completed as far as shows go. He has lots of lists. Lots of lists. See which ones he's paused, which ones he's dropped. He's got 3,223 he's planning. Take that, you guys. Take that. Whoever says that my list is long, look at this. He's got 3,223 he's planning on watching. There's going to be a Coyote versus Acme movie coming out. Oh, are they letting that go finally? They're letting it release? Okay. Who else? I know I've got Ironcaster on here. I swear I do. There we go. Ironcaster, anime list. Do Ironcaster soon. It's right on. Planning. Oh, Ironcaster, 630. He's planning. So not as much as Brandon. But that's still more than me. You guys always giving me a hard time. I don't know. Anybody interested in seeing that Acme, Coyote versus Acme movie coming out? I don't know. I don't know if I trust them. You think Brandon has Castor? Yeah, he does. Let's see who else is out there. Oh, DJ Ronnie G is on here too. Nope, not the manga list. I want the anime list. You don't much like going to Detroit? But isn't it like a ghost town now? You get to mock Brandon Castor now? Yes. Do it. Do it, Fabric. What's going on here, DJ? DJ's got 0. Time to call out DJ Ronnie G for having 0. Or there's Angry Canadian. He's watching 7, it says right now. You were bitching because your list has 15. Yeah, Fabric. Detroit is in its Mad Max phase. Oh, geez. I don't know much about it. I just know that there's been an exodus of people from Detroit. They've just vacated that place. So Angry Canadian's watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Good choice. I've watched that. Hokkaido Gals are super adorable. Yes, they are. Good show. He hasn't watched Mushishi. Rent a Girlfriend Season 2. He's going on. 100 Girlfriends. He's only watched the first episode. Oh, come on, Angry Canadian. Unwanted Undead Adventurer. He hasn't watched any. And Zom 100. He's watched 3 episodes. It's pretty built up. It's like a bunch of hospitals all in a group. Really? What else? Who else do we got here? Oh, Ronan. Ronan watches a bit of anime there. Let's have a look and see. Oh, his planning is even bigger than mine. 123. What's he watching right now? Red Ranger, One Piece, Mashal, Magical Index, Nobody Way Up to Exploration Hero, Arcade Gamer Fubuki. I mean, that's only has 4 episodes. You'd be able to knock that out in a day. Other places, there's only a few houses per block. Oh, yeah. 3rd episode of Zom 100 is priceless. See, I didn't get into Zom 100, so I don't know. At least 3. VA, DMC, Carmanos. No fetish anime. According to Ronan, there is no fetish anime. Battle Skipper the movie, BioArmor, Riger, Bleach, Blue Blocks, Blue Gale, Blue Lock, Bye Bye Earth, Catch Me at the Ballpark, Chozenji Sensei, Code Geass, Dandadan, Demon Slayer. He's only got 2 more episodes to go for that one. Devilman, Digimon, Dragon Ball Daima, Guilty Gear, Grendizer, Go-Go Loser Ranger, Girls Band Cry. He watches Failure Frame. He watches a couple episodes and doesn't finish them off. Come on, Ronan. You gotta finish them off, man. Oh, he hasn't finished Nokotan. Hey, what's up, Alex Moore? How you doing? No Bowsette for DJ Ronnie G. Plus size Elf, he didn't finish yet. Wow, he's lagging behind. Old Ronan. He's got to get on it. Osan Newbie Adventurer, he only made it up 5 episodes. That's one I can't recommend enough. Osan Newbie Adventurer. What a great show, and it's got better battles than Dragon Ball. Yes, you heard that right. I said that here. This show has better fight scenes than Dragon Ball. Train to the End of the World. Vinland Saga Season 2, he hasn't started yet. Yeah, just leaving a lot on the table. 83 he's watching. Wow. In episode 3, a guy turns into a zombie while having sex with a stewardess in a mall. Hilarity ensues. Yeah, I guess so. Yikes. That's Ronan's list. You know what? Speaking of Alex Moore, I believe I got him on here. There we go. Alex is watching 77 right now. Oh, his planning list is right up there with Ironcaster. 647. Hey, how you doing, Horace? Good to see you. We're just going over Annie list here. We're kind of lurking on people and seeing what they're watching and what they're doing. But yes, if you guys want to join Annie list, feel free. Come along, join some Annie list. Put me on your list there, and we can check out and see what everybody's watching. Dragon Ball's too long, 9,999 episodes. No thanks. Yeah, but Dragon Ball Daima is only 20 episodes, and it was the last show that Akira Toriyama was involved with. So Dragon Ball Daima is okay. I would watch Sandland as well. Sandland is very enjoyable. Maybe you exaggerate, maybe, but it just feels like it, right? Alex, look at this. All these planning shows. Oh, but he's watched Akira and Frieren. So that's good. Macross Plus, yep. Vermeil in gold. There's another good one for you, Fabric. If you want a good fan service one, Vermeil in gold. Yeah, it's nice to see. Alex has watched a lot of the shows that I've watched. Completed a lot of them. Wow. Well, okay. There we go. Nice. You know that one? There you go. You just watched some Sandland, maybe? Is that the one where they sail on seas of sand? Well, no, I wouldn't say they sail on it. If I type in Sandland, there's the series and there's a movie. So you can either watch the whole 13 episodes or just watch the movie. It's probably the same thing. But they end up driving across the desert. And they're trying to get these, what is it? In the far future, wars destroyed the entire Earth, the barren wasteland where the supply of water is controlled by the greedy king. In search of the long-lost lake, Sheriff Rao asked the king of the demons for help. Got the king's son, Beelzebub, and his assistant Thief. Together, the unlikely trio sets off across the desert, facing dragons, bandits, and the deadliest foe of all, the king's army. Okay, yeah. It's very enjoyable. I liked Sandland. And here, when you're following people, you can see who has watched the show and who dropped it. So Michael dropped it, Serranos dropped it, and Tegan Burks dropped it. And I'm the one that I gave it an 8.5, but a lot of people gave it lower scores than that. So just depends on your taste. You don't remember that one, Alex? You're living it up at the Hotel California? Yeah, you can check in anytime you like, but you can never leave. I enjoyed it. It's Akira Toriyama. I like his art style. He does a good art style. And it's not Dragon Ball. Like, for those of the, if you're tired of Dragon Ball. Yeah, I know, Alex, they do drop all their shows, don't they? It's like you're watching, if you pay attention to Serranos and Michael, it's like, oh, they drop all those shows. And I don't know what does it, like, what makes it, like, what made you drop that show? Like, is it really that bad? But yes, I enjoyed Sandland. It wasn't Dragon Ball, so, Dragon Ball, you know what you're getting, right? It's always Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Saiyans, fighting. But watching Sandland, it's a nice break of, Akira Toriyama's other works that aren't Dragon Ball. Like that and Dr. Slump, another one. One of his creations, it's not Dragon Ball. It's very enjoyable. It's funny. Serranos isn't much of a finisher. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I think that's all I got for today there. If I can remind you, the two awful animes that you shouldn't bother watching are, and I think I have them on my list here. Let me just move this over a little bit. There we go. One of them was Immoral Guild. How many times must Piccolo die? Hey, Cryptic, how you doing, man? Nice to see you. So the shows I went over not to watch today. Immoral Guild. Don't waste your time. It's garbage. It's awful. There's no redeeming qualities of this. There's a new anime that came out and it's just bad. Something Fruit Skill. Oh, you're talking about the Fruit Master? Don't watch Immoral Guild. It's terrible. It's just plain bad. Bad writing, bad, bad character development. Yeah. And then the other one was, let me just find it here on my list. Soul Eater Not. Don't watch this show. It is awful. It is terrible show. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly, Alex. The plants are all violating the cast. Yeah, and it is ecchi, but it's bad ecchi. Like, there is such a thing as bad ecchi, and this is bad. Immoral Guild, that is. Soul Eater Not. This is just awful too. It shouldn't even be called Soul Eater. They throw in a sprinkling of cameos from the original cast, but then this is just terrible. Terrible writing, terrible character development. The story, yeah, it's not worth your time. Don't even bother. Soul Eater Not is a good anime to shut your brain down and watch. I did. That's why I'm saying it's not good. I watched the whole thing, hoping it would get better, and it didn't. It's the Soul Eater spinoff, Alex. Yeah, you betcha. Doesn't South Park say that no one should watch this show ever? Does South Park say that? But yeah, those were the two today. Immoral Guild and Soul Eater Not. So don't even bother. There's better shows out there. You have to lower the volume so you continue your stream. Have a good one. Yeah, no problem, Cryptic. Thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate it. You'll be lurking. Hey, yeah, right on, man. Just gonna wrap her up here anyway. It's not gonna go much longer. You can only talk about bad anime for so long before you get just completely disgusted with it. But those were the two today. So if you guys want to do me a favor, hey, if you can, hit that like button, if you're on YouTube, or hit the follow on Twitch. I think Rumble has a like button. Just do me a favor, do that, and it'll let the algorithm know that, it should recommend me to more people. We can bring in more people, have a good time. Used to have some disclaimer like that in the early seasons. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that actually, James, seeing the very first episode of South Park. No, this show is not fit for consumption or something like that. Just need a little bit of drink here. All right. I'm curious what you guys have for shows that you watched and you're just like, this is terrible. What are some of your most terrible shows that you've watched? Throw them in the chat there and let's see. We gotta spread the warnings here for people. If you've watched a show and it was just terrible, throw it out there. Let's see. I'm curious what you guys think are terrible shows. I know there's one guy out there named Shum, and he always says Dragon Ball's terrible. You don't think the Al Gore guy can dance? He got no rhythm. Oh, hello, Larry. That one with McLean Stevenson? David? Oh. I'm pretty sure he left MASH because he thought he could do better on his own. That's terrible, yeah. That is a terrible show. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah. Hello, Larry. Ugh. Yeah, he thought he's funnier than he actually was, and no, he works better in an ensemble cast rather than starring in his own show. As you can see, I got some background pictures going by of some of the shows that are just I've considered terrible. Anyway, let's wrap her up there for the day, gents. It was great having you guys come by. Make sure you guys spread the word. Tell your friends old pops here. I always stream on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, and on Tuesday nights. Don't forget to check out some of the other good channels out there, like Mike from Pacific 414 and DJ Ronnie G, who is in the chat as well. There's also Brandon the Anime Guy. There's Carl at the RNG Podcast. There's Tom B. He's the bloke from across the ocean over in Britain. Angry Canadian, Nerdporo Lifeform, everyone's favorite Penguin Punkwaddle. And there's Infinite Metal. You can find him on Kick and Twitch. He does some great retro game plays. And he has this friendly dragon Skelly who mocks and ridicules him, which is one of the reasons I show up there, because the mockery is half the fun. Well, Tuesday's coming up now. Trades Talk Tuesday. We're going to wrap up that motor installation I did. And I'll show you guys how that heat exchanger is all back up and running again. I'm very happy about that. Man, did it take a while to get that done. But you know what? You want to do your job properly. It's going to take time. You can't just slapdash things together and hope they work. You have to make sure. You can't just hope for the best. Hope is not a strategy. So, doing good work takes time. So come and see that on Tuesday. After that, Saturday, I have to figure out a new retro game to play. Maybe a platformer, something that's not a card game. So I did that a lot. And not an RPG. I want to get into something with a little more action. So join me on Saturday for that. And then once again, we roll around again to Sunday, looking at more awful anime. Stop on in. I'm going to tell you some of the lowest scored anime that I've watched, and that hopefully you guys will be able to avoid, because they are terrible. They are awful anime, and nobody should have to watch those. But yeah, that's it for today, everyone. I appreciate you coming by. It was a fun time. I hope you had fun as well. Hope to catch you guys on Tuesday. If not, stop by on the weekend. Yes, Aris, also consider sharing. Yes. Share your animes that you feel are garbage or awful. Because April is for awful anime. Till next time, everyone, I've been Popped, and I am signing off.